Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name is Ellis and I'll be your host for today's history quiz. There are 50 questions, so do the best you can, and at the end of the video you can let us know in the comments how many points you scored. Question 1. The signing of the Magna Carta in 1215 marked a significant step toward limiting the power of which English monarch? Henry VIII, Richard the Lionheart, or John? The answer is John. Question 2. The War of the Roses was a conflict between which two rival houses for the English throne? House of Tudor and Lancaster, House of Plantagenet and Stuart, or House of York and Lancaster? The answer is the House of York and House of Lancaster. 3. The 30 Years' War primarily took place in which century? 15th, 16th, or 17th? The answer is the 17th century. 4. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 led to the ascension of which Protestant monarchs to the English throne? James II and Mary, William III and Mary, or Charles II and Anne? The answer is William III and Mary. 5. The scramble for Africa was a period of intense colonial expansion by European powers during which century? And there are no multiple choices for this question. The answer is the 19th century. 6. The Mali Empire reached its height under the rule of which emperor? Again, there are no multiple choices, so let's see if you know the answer. The answer is Mansa Musa. 7. The Battle of Adwa in 1896 resulted in the victory of which African nation against Italy? Ethiopia, Sudan, or Somalia? The answer is Ethiopia. Question 8. Which European power colonised Algeria in the 19th century? France, Portugal, or Spain? The answer is France. Question 9. The Swahili coast was known for its trade and cultural exchange along which ocean? Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, or Pacific Ocean? The answer is the Indian Ocean. 10. Mansa Musa of Mali is famous for his pilgrimage to which city, showcasing his wealth? Rome, Mecca, or Jerusalem? The answer is Mecca. Question 11. The Battle of Isandlwana was a significant conflict during which war? Zulu War, Boer War, or Matabele War? Apologies for any mispronunciation on this question, but the answer is the Zulu War. Question 12. The Maurya Empire was a major ancient empire in which present-day country? India, China, or Pakistan? The answer is India. And here's question 13. The Battle of Talas between the Tang dynasty and the Abbasid Caliphate led to the spread of which religion? No multiple choices for question 13. The answer is Islam. 14. No multiple choices again. The samurai were warriors who served the feudal lords in which country's history? The answer is Japan. 15. The Silla dynasty in Korea helped to spread which religion to Japan? Buddhism, Shintoism, or Confucianism? The answer to question 15 is Buddhism. Here's question 16. The Eureka Stockade was a rebellion against government authorities during the gold rush in which Australian state? Queensland, Victoria, or New South Wales? The answer is Victoria. Question 17. The Great Emu War in 1932 involved the Australian military's attempts to control the population of emus in which region? Eastern Australia, Southern Australia, or Western Australia? And the answer is Western Australia. 18. The Mabo decision in 1992 recognised the concept of native title for Indigenous Australians in relation to hunting rights, land ownership, or cultural preservation. The answer is land ownership. Question 19. The Australian federal capital, Canberra, was selected through a compromise between which two rival cities? Adelaide and Perth, Sydney and Melbourne, or Brisbane and Darwin? The answer is Sydney and Melbourne. 20. The Eora Nation is the name of the indigenous people who were the original inhabitants of which Australian city? There are no multiple choices for question 20. The answer is Sydney. 21. No multiple choices again. What continent was divided in the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885? The answer is Africa. 22. The Black Death swept through Europe in which century? 14th, 16th, or 18th? The answer is 14th. Question 23. Who was the Egyptian queen famously involved with both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony? Nefertiti, Cleopatra, or Hatshepsut? The answer is Cleopatra. 24. The Boxer Rebellion took place in which country? India, China, or Japan? The answer is China. Question 25. Which country was established as a result of the Bolshevik Revolution? Germany, France, or Russia? And we are now halfway through this quiz. The answer is Russia to question 25. Here's question 26. The Treaty of Tordesillas in 1494 divided newly discovered lands between which two countries? Spain and France, Portugal and England, or Spain and Portugal? The answer is Spain and Portugal. 27. The Roman general Hannibal famously crossed the Alps during which conflict? Punic Wars, Peloponnesian Wars, or Roman-Parthian War? The answer is the Punic Wars. 28. The first successful airplane flight by the Wright brothers took place in which year? 1899, 1903, or 1911? The answer is 1903. Question 29. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended which conflict? American Revolutionary War, Mexican-American War, or the War of 1812? The answer is the Mexican-American War. 30. The Treaty of Kanagawa in 1854 opened trade between Japan and which country? China, United States, or Russia? The Treaty of Kanagawa. The answer is United States. 31. The Reformation in the 16th century led to the establishment of which Christian denomination? Anglicanism, Lutheranism, or Presbyterianism? The answer is Lutheranism. 32 now. The Great Fire of London in 1666 devastated the city and was caused by lightning, an earthquake, or a bakery fire? The answer is a bakery fire. Question 33. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605 aimed to assassinate which English monarch by blowing up the Houses of Parliament? Elizabeth I, James I or Charles I? And the answer is James I. 34. The 1917 Russian Revolution led to the overthrow of which monarchy? House of Bourbon, House of Habsburg, or House of Romanov? The answer is the House of Romanov. 35. The English Bill of Rights of 1689 limited the powers of monarchy, republic, or feudalism. The answer is the monarchy. 36. The Nubian kingdom of Kush conquered and ruled which ancient civilization for a period? Greece, Rome, or Egypt? The answer is Egypt. 37. The city of Alexandria in Egypt was named after which historical figure? Alexander the Great, Cleopatra, or Ramses II? The answer is Alexander the Great. Question 38. The Algerian War of Independence was primarily fought against which European colonial power? France, Spain, or Portugal? The answer is France. Question 39. The Biafran War was fought over secession by which region? Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, or Igbo? The answer is Igbo. Question 40. The reign of terror during the French Revolution was characterised by the rise of which radical political group? Girondins, Jacobins, or Royalists? The answer is Jacobins. 41. The dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century was a policy enacted by which English monarch? Henry VII, Elizabeth I, or Henry VIII? The answer is Henry VIII. 42. The Holy Roman Empire existed in Central Europe until its dissolution during which year? 1492, 1806, or 1914? The answer is 1806. 43. The English Civil War in the 17th century resulted in the temporary establishment of a republic known as the English Commonwealth, English Protectorate, or English Republic? And the answer is the English Commonwealth. 44. The Entente Cordiale in 1904 established a series of agreements between which two countries? France and Germany, United Kingdom and Russia, and United Kingdom and France. And I think that's the Entente Cordiale. The answer is United Kingdom and France. Well done if you got that one. Here's 45. The partition of Bengal in 1947 resulted in the creation of which two independent countries? India and Pakistan, India and Bangladesh, or India and Sri Lanka? The answer is India and Pakistan. Question 46. The Three Kingdoms period in Korea saw the emergence of which three major kingdoms? Joseon, Goryeo, and Balhae, Silla, Baekje, and Goguryeo, or Gojoseon, Jin, and Silla? The answer is Silla, Baekje, and Goguryeo. Apologies for mispronunciations there. Here's 47. The Yuan dynasty in China was founded by Kublai, a descendant of which famous conqueror? Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, or Charlemagne? The answer is Genghis Khan. 48. Hope you're keeping up. The Simpson and his donkey is a well-known story from World War I, during which campaign? Western Front, Gallipoli, or North Africa? The answer is Gallipoli. 49. What disease is believed to have caused the epidemic of 1789? Measles, influenza, or smallpox? The answer is smallpox. Question 50. The Act of Union 1707 united which two kingdoms into the Kingdom of Great Britain? England and Wales, England and Scotland, or Wales and Ireland? The answer is England and Scotland. Bonus question. The Battle of Agincourt in 1415 was a significant victory for England during which historical conflict? Let us know the answer in the comments and let us know how many points you scored out of 50. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you hit that bell icon, you'll be notified on all of our upcoming videos. And there's loads of quizzes already uploaded for you to try. My name's Ellis and I've been your host. Thanks again for joining us today. We'll see you next time at Quiz Class.